July 27, 2015, a day when the whole nation mourned the passing away of our beloved ex-president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Dr. Kalam was a man of heart. He has always inspired the nation, and the nation always loved him.
Dr. Kalam was a true patriot. He was born and brought up in India, worked for India as a scientist, and then received a Bharat Ratna, and then served as the President of India. And in his final days, he worked to ignite and inspire the young minds.
Dr. Kalam always had a fascination for the youth. He always believed only through the transformation of the youth of this country would India turn into a developed nation.
Dr. Kalam had dreamed of a developed India, and his idea and pathway to turn India into a superpower by the year 2020. His vision examines the strengths and weaknesses of India as a nation and provides us with a pathway on how India can emerge as 4 leading superpowers of the world by the year 2020.
The book is dedicated to a young girl whom Kalam met and asked, "What is your dream?" To which she replied, "I want to live in a developed India." In his book, Kalam advocates an action plan as to how to turn India into a superpower by the year 2020.
Dr. Kalam was a visionary, and when almost everyone was looking at the negatives and the downsides of India, he came up with this vision that even though we have so many downsides, we do have the power and the resources to push India towards greatness. So what is India's biggest resource? Here are some facts.
You see, youth are the lifeline of any nation. They are like the power source which feeds the zeal and courage into the vibes of a nation and stimulate a nation's development. The median age of a country describes whether the country is old or young, and to be precise today, India is getting younger day by day.
The median age of our nation is expected to be 29 years by 2020, which itself manifests how young our country is. If we see the current demographic trend, then it shows that the current population of India in the age group of 15 to 34 has increased from 353 million in 2001 to 430 million in 2011.
And the predictions say that it will be 464 million by 2021. This clearly shows that our country will be the youngest country with about 64% of the population in the working age group. What more does a country want is a resource.
So let's see what do the predictions say.
India's economic growth rate this year will be overtaking China's to be world's fastest growing major economy.
Both IMF and the World Bank see India's growth rising from 7.2 to 7.5% in the ongoing year.
And over the years, we have been contributing highly in technological aspects. India is world's largest sourcing destination for IT industry, accounting for approximately 52% of US dollars, 124 to 130 billion market.
The industry employs about 10 million Indians and continues to contribute significantly in the social and economic transformations in the country. Estimates are that in 2014-2015, IT industries grew by 12% with 3,100 startups in the country. We have been to Mars! India is the first country to have succeeded in putting a probe into Mars's orbit in the very first attempt. The Mongolian mission cost 74 million compared to the Hollywood space adventure movie Gravity, which cost about 100 million. At 450 crores for 780 million kilometers, the mission cost just 5.7 rupees per kilometer, which is cheaper than many auto rickshaws in the country.
NASA took 5 years to complete its Maven Mars orbiter mission, whereas ISRO finished it in 15 months. The success of this mission solidified India's reputation as a competent and low-cost base for sophisticated engineering.
These are just a few achievements to name. There have been many, many more.
Dr. Kalam himself had given the nation so much. He was called the missile man of the country for his attributions in Indian defense. Missiles like Agni are all thanks to his genius. So this is where India is standing today. We are on our way to become the world's most influential country in the next half decade. It is sad that Dr. Kalam couldn't be here to lead the country to all the greater achievements that he had imagined for it. But he has left us with his vision. So now we call out to you, the young generation of this country, to come out and lead India to all its greatness. To all our fellow countrymen, Happy Independence Day. And keep that burning desire to make India a prosperous nation. Jai.